welcome to the studio. I saw like a meme, I think it was yesterday, like a meme of what people think about a music producer, what they do the entire day, and then what a music producer actually does. So which is kind of like very interesting. It's, as always, there's a perception of the public of a certain type of job, and the reality looks quite different. For example, right now I'm trying to buy a house, a new studio, and that kind of stuff. And I talked to someone that plans and builds houses, and you would think like he sits in his office and 90% of the time he's drawing like new designs and stuff like that. But it's not that. Like 90% of his day is just calling the like Bauaufsichtsamt, and that's German, and means like the general construction government kind of thing where you have to check what you're allowed to build. He makes a plan, and then he goes there and they have to approve stuff. And that's really like an annoying task and has nothing to do with like a creative task. And when it comes to making music, music producing, being a DJ, live electronic music act, hopefully one day again after COVID is over, there's a lot of stuff involved that is far off just sitting there and making music 24/7. So I would love to share today what I actually do on a daily basis.
I'm saying it's you gotta.
So let's start first off with some general stuff. I'll tell you percentages. That's like the average. Sometimes there is an entire week where I don't make any music, and then there is a week where I only make music. This all drifts, shifts. It's very variable. I'm my own boss, and I just have to do the stuff that is the most important on that day. But on average, I sleep a lot less than every other human being. I personally hate sleeping. I wish I could like erase sleeping entirely and still be, of course, functional. Because I just love to work, and I just want to advance. It's really like, I'm really driven when it comes to this kind of stuff. So I usually wake up around 7, 8. I'm the latest here in the studio, 10. But I already at home check emails, do some phone calls, maybe on the way to the studio, take care of some tasks, sometimes like tax guys, attorneys, like shipping stuff, getting stuff, that kind of stuff. Then at least half an hour per day is practicing. I try to force myself to do it because I want to get better at playing the piano. Sometimes it's practicing DJing, right now a little less. Sometimes the drums, like half an hour. Maybe on good days where I have a little extra time, maybe 40 minutes. Then I try to have, again, on average, like a slot, let's say 40, 50 minutes, maybe an hour to do new stuff, to develop new stuff. It's like a time slot. Again, it could be an entire week where I just do that one thing, but I try to have a certain % of time per year to develop new stuff, where I force myself to do something else, something that I haven't done before, and develop new stuff. That's really important. And right now it's the new live setup, like making music, electronic, live on stage, having a background with like a projector, putting visuals on there that are controlled by the music. That's something really fun. I absolutely love doing it. It's still not working 100%, but working on it. Then there is the entire planning business kind of stuff. Talking to the labels, scheduling releases, talking to my artists, because I also have my own labels, so I need to take care of them. Then planning a little these YouTube videos, and what else? Like taxes, really annoying. Like everything you earn, you need to document it and send it off. That's super highly annoying. I have someone taking care of it, but it's still an annoying big chunk of my day. And actually since 3 years, I always employ people to like lower this business kind of amount. So every email I get, I have someone else taking care of it. This is like, there would be no way of doing what I do without help. It's usually like a point in life where it just makes click and you realize, okay, if I want to advance, I need just more manpower. And for me, that was like 3 years ago with interns, and now people fully employed in here. Right now, just like one person, Andy, he's not here today, but we had times where it was like 4 to 6 people due to COVID again. There is a little less to take care of. It's a little sad, but here the vocal booth is not being used that much. Like actually recording singer, songwriters is getting less and less. Most of these people record at home, send you the files. That's the way to go. It's faster, it's easier, and you know what you get. I'm missing a little the interaction with the artists, working with them together, leading them a little, and recording everything. That's unfortunately not really possible at the moment. But maybe eventually, again, here, recording more stuff. It's really the smallest amount of time right now of my day. The B studio right here, which was my main studio, I don't use it at all anymore. We rent it out, and also Andy is usually working here if he needs to take care of like mixing, mastering, and that kind of stuff for clients. That's also part of it, but it's mostly kind of outsourced. I don't deal with that kind of stuff at all. And you've probably noticed so far no signs of actual music making, music producing in a bit. Like this right here, first chill room. Usually have like at least half an hour break per day, cooking something, eating something, but we never ever have like a full hour break like other people usually have. I think it's nonsense. I wouldn't even know what to do in a full hour break, like absolutely no clue. Right here, the main studio, my baby. I love this place, but it actually doesn't get used that much. Again, there is a lot of stuff I need to take care of. I really try really hard to use this room and be in here making music as much as possible. I'd say on average like 20 to maybe 30% of my time is actually spent making music. The rest is then all of the tasks that I already like explained you and showed you, plus then of course social media, marketing, posting, communicating, collaborating, planning stuff in advance. Also maybe searching for some new gear every once in a while. Of course, you need to clean a studio like this, maintenance it, cables, routing, building the entire studio. Like these kind of things are part of it. I would even argue that probably someone that makes music as a hobby, if he wants to and is dedicated, can actually have the same amount of time per week making music. It's kind of weird. It's like you always want to make music full-time. I always thought that's the holy grail because then I can make more music. But that's actually not the case. The amount of music making time stayed pretty much the same. Everything else I did back in the day, school, university, or like small side jobs, was to support the music. And now I do also a lot of side hustle things that are only there to support the music. It's kind of weird. Like I make, if we talk about money really quick, like the actual music sales isn't the biggest factor. Like for most artists, it's not. Like merch, doing like Instagram posts, touring, those are like the income sources. It's very indirect. It's a little strange, but that's the way it is. I still absolutely don't want to complain because I can do it 24/7 whatever I want and feel like. And if I feel like, for example, today, to not make anything else except for just music, I can do so. And that's exactly what I will do next. Thanks a lot for watching. Tomorrow, back again here in the studio. I'll probably share a little of that music making. And let me know about your day routine. How is it with you? Do you just make music? Is there a bunch of other stuff like restricting you from making music? Another job? Or maybe same as with me, that there's a lot of organizational stuff around making music? I think there is no way to make 100% just music. It doesn't work. Even for the biggest superstars, they got interviews, they have to fly everywhere. They need to communicate with their management, their booker. They need to plan stuff. Their clothing gets really complicated. Like, it's like, there is no such thing. I thought there is, but there is not. Again, still extremely happy. Can't complain. See you tomorrow again. Sign out.
I'm saying it's you.